Hi there, this is Alpha of GamingGeek.net, and today we've got a game that I didn't think I was going to be featuring on the channel because when I tested it initially, I didn't get good performance. It's Scarface, The World is Yours. This is the PAL version, and we're testing it on the Retroid Pocket 2 3 Plus, right? So again, I didn't have good results when I tested this before, but and I'm not gonna name names, but someone uh, kept asking me to try this, right? And when I told him that I tried it and it didn't have good performance, uh, he said he had found someone else who had tried it and who got good performance. Now, I'm not gonna name names again, but his video of this was 4 minutes and didn't have the stats here on the upper right. And he only played the first section, which does run well, right? That's not where I encountered the problem. If you take a look at my channel, you'll see that my performance tests are definitely longer than 4 minutes, right? Sometimes I even hit an hour because I want to make sure that what I'm showing on my channel is something that holds, right? I don't want to give false hopes, right, and mislead people into thinking that these games are running well when they're not going to, right? So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go. I know that this game doesn't run well, but maybe I missed something, so we're gonna test it in real time, right? And because we're gonna do that, I'm also going to walk you through how I usually go about my testing. So we have to start with optimal settings first. That's under general, and when you do that, your settings will change in this way. Under system, cycle rate will be 100%. Cycle skip will be normal. You'll have both VU1 options there checked. Affinity control mode will be disabled, and everything here, we're not going to talk about that. They don't touch those. Graphics, well, it's going to be not set, but we have to choose Vulkan. And when we choose Vulkan, we have to make sure that threaded presentation is enabled, right? Because Vulkan uses multiple cores. Everything else here is going to be default based on optimal. Audio settings, we've got Gaussian and time stretch. And then everything else is, defaults. Nothing enabled in game fixes because I don't know how to use that section. In advanced, everything is checked except for GPU palette conversion. Right, so these are all really just defaults, right? Nothing in manual hardware fixes. So we'll start the game there. Look up, look down, look left, look right. Hold L1, R1, no, keep these settings. So the video that of Scarface that showed good performance, number 1, didn't go through the combat tutorial. So we'll do just that. Alright, from the combat tutorial, by the way, you'll have to tolerate the lighting because we'll be going back and forth to the settings and to the game. So I want my camera to be able to adjust on the fly, right? Okay, so we're using optimal defaults, and you can see here on the upper right, the metrics are red. This is not good performance, right? But the other video failed to do this, and I'm not attacking you, bro. It's just I'm just stating out facts that you didn't show this. All right. Someone asked him about the performance changes, and he did say that he switched it to 0.75x and he got better performance. So let's see if that moves us to good performance. No, it does not, and actually it makes the graphics pixelated. Let's take a look at. We'll take a closer look at the FPS. So we're at oh, there now it's pick up the pistol. All right. So now it's 100%. Alright, so here, but then it drops back to 70. And you can see this, right? Maybe to him, this is good performance. I'm not sure everyone's gonna say that, right? Okay, so anyway. Take up wall cover. Now it's in slow-mo. Right, and it feels like we're playing a... It looks like we're playing a PlayStation 1 game. Alright. Wall cover. Press left and right on the left analog stick. Alright, here. Where's our enemy? Right here? Oh, there. Yeah, I also didn't like controlling aiming on the... This is more of the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus. Aiming here with the right analog stick is a little hard because the device is a little small. Oh. Now we've got enemies. And I think... Whew. You hear that? Alright. Someone said this is probably not gonna lag. Hey bro, does this look like it's not lagging to you? Alright, can't even like move. Oh. Alright. So now I will have to change some settings, right? You know what? We're not gonna. This is just the demo. I mean, this is just what do you call this? The tutorial, right? So we're not gonna care about this because someone can easily say, "Well, I'm not gonna play the tutorials. The tutorials not the important thing." So we're gonna skip that. Skip the combat tutorial, but we're gonna set it back to 1x, right? Because 0.75 looks terrible. At least for this game. I've recommended 0.75 for one other game. So we're gonna skip that. So this is the sequence that was shown, right? And yeah, it does run well here, but the game's more than this sequence. It's not like people are gonna play this sequence over and over and over and have a good time with it, right? Now, since we're focused on the sequence, might as well adjust the lighting. Alright, you know what? Let's just skip that. Look at that, frame rate dip. This is on optimal defaults, right? So I'll share when I was testing this, I was really thinking, wow, this might actually play well, right? I was excited because of course the more PlayStation 2 games we can that work here on the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus, the more value people get out of the device. Yeah, and I get a video out of it too, right? See, this is optimal default. Runs really well. Well, let's get the health. Oh man, didn't see you there. All right, very intense action as well. We'll grab that because we're gonna transition into a next area. All right, even here it plays well. We'll skip that. We'll save that for later. Still haven't. What the hell? We'll get the hell. Alright, this is actually an interesting game. Several people have requested either this one or the Wii version of Scarface. And I'm not into testing Wii games right now. Sorry. Alright. Wow. Alright. So it plays well up to this point. Alright, we're almost there. So I'm gonna save my state here. Oops. How do I do that? We're gonna save our state here. There. Because we might need to reload from this over and over. Alright, and we will get to the area that disappointed me. The area that made me say that this plays poorly on the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus. This is this area. Alright, so right now it's at 80% something. Alright, this is optimal default again. We're gonna get there. Alright. This is the part that's terrible. Alright, so you see this, right? Alright, so I'm gonna pause right here. I'm gonna release the lock on the camera. We're gonna be shifting screens a lot in this section. So the other guy who tried this out said he got good performance by going on .75x. So let's see. Right, optimal in 75% resolution, and maybe to him this is good performance. Not to me. I will not say this is good performance. Alright, and to the person who says it's not gonna lag, well, I'm no miracle worker, man. If you know better and you think you can get better performance, maybe you should make a video on this. But alright, but we're not giving up, right? But so .75 And that sequence is still terrible. So we're gonna apply a mild underclock, right? And as you can see, nothing changed, right? This sequence, now it does improve, right? There are sections wherein they get better. Oh man, it looks like a PlayStation 1 game, seriously, because of the 75X. Oh, look at that, see, this is also another, something that, I don't know what triggers it. We didn't go on, we didn't change anything except, um, do 75X and mild underclock. But did you see those graphical glitches? Alright, now we're headed into the garden maze. Alright, see this? See this? Is this okay? You see that flash of color? I can't even move. See that flash of color? It's weird. I don't know what's triggering that. Alright. And if you're going to say that, well, it's just one sequence, right? This starts early in the game. If you think about this is the second half of the first stage. And if it's performing this badly, this early, you think this game's gonna get better later on? No, but it's probably not, right? Alright, so we're not gonna give up. We're gonna load our state, and we're gonna do a replay. So there are a few things that you can still change, right? So now we're at 75X. We're gonna go do, you know what, we'll go directly into my recommended settings. 60% cycle rate, moderate underclock for cycle skip. Let's see how it goes, right? Yeah, that part's, I don't understand what's triggering. If anyone knows what's causing the graphical glitch, let me know. I may have to restart this from the beginning, off the recording. Is it the 7? No, there's a lighting effect that let's see if it goes back. There's this it changes into there. See, do you see that? Yeah, it's really terrible in this section. Dot 75. Let's see if it works. We've already got a lot of overclocking here. Yeah, that no matter what, this section goes terrible, right? And so we're gonna change it again. I don't know, 50% max. 50% is too much usually. Let's do maximum underclock. Yeah, we're seeing those green patches. Do you see that? That really bothers me. As much as I want to see the tiger. Right, look at this. Right, see? So there are sequences wherein it plays well, but then you run into these sequences wherein you can barely move. Right, and if anyone says, well, it's because you got overclocks and everything, right? This other guy didn't make changes to any settings, so let's go back to normal, just be on 75x. Yeah. That's, in fact, let's do optimal defaults, because that's usually optimal settings, right? Okay. Not good performance. Not good at all. And now there's actual slowdown and stutters. Right? We're at 75x. Right, so optimal doesn't work. You can't not change the settings and play this sequence. Alright, so we're gonna... One last resort, fast settings. And now we're seeing those magentas. No improvement. And we're frozen. And it's frozen. Alright. So I'm gonna have to restart this game. We're gonna pick up from the area where we're climbing the stairs. Just give me a moment. Alright, we're back here and we're just gonna check the settings one more time. So now I'm on fast. And we've got 75% for cycle rate, moderate underclock for cycle skip. We've got Vulkan here in graphics, unsynchronized for hardware download mode. We're going to do threaded presentation because we're using Vulkan. And audio is Gaussian and time stretch. So let's see, right? Let's see if there's any magentas. Oh, there you go. It's weird. Am I still in 75%? Reduce 75% as recommended by our fellow tester. You know what? Let's go OpenGL. Maybe OpenGL is going to give us better graphics or performance. I I don't know how it happened, but it's good. It reloads everything for us. I don't know if something in fast breaks the graphics. We know that it performs well at this point, and it's terrible on the next section. Yeah, so this section's really terrible. And if it's playing this badly, the possibility of it playing poorly later on is high. No, I can't. What really bothers me are the flashes of green and purple. We'll use that later, don't worry. Right. So I'm gonna save this game when we get to the next area, and then I'm gonna reload it because I really can't stand the flashing purple and green. I'm gonna check if it's something that we can flush out or something. Gonna skip this. Skipping the cutscenes because I already know the game itself isn't running that smoothly, right? There you go. I'm saving it. Yeah, all that flashing and blinking, it's annoying. So we're gonna exit out and we're gonna reload. Alright, so now we're back at the title screen and I'm gonna change the settings again. Uh, we'll do optimal again, right? Except that we're on 75x. Accurate. Threaded is checked because our other tester said that all he needed to do was change it to. Actually, we're not gonna. We're gonna go back to 1x. Right. So from the title screen, we're gonna load our save game. Let's see if doing this will clear all those purples or magentas. Load, of course. Let's load it. And those greens. All right. Move. I'm not moving. Oh, there you go. All right. So you see that red there? See that? I'm not running in full speed, and then I am, and then I'm not, and then I am. All right. So definitely not good performance, right? Would you guys agree? All right. So here is where we would normally apply mild underclocking. Oh, and there you go. Now we're seeing the magenta. So maybe it's the underclocking that causes that. So we're gonna go back to normal. And our vehicle. So L2 to access Tony's options. Alright, this is not running well. There, see, there's stutters. It is performing, right? It is working, don't get me wrong, but... And I've seen people complain about performance that is not as bad as this. Like Bully, for example. Bully runs better than this, and yet I've had some people say that they'd rather buy the Android version compared to playing the free ROM. So, alright, so if we do cycle skip, it causes those graphical glitches, right? You saw them. So, the best thing that we can do if we want to avoid those graphical glitches is go on 75x, right? And here the performance is better a bit, but it's pixelated and you still see some flashes of red. Actually here's this is terrible, right? The moment I put, how about let's do, oh look at that, right? I think that's because of the downscaling. But look at this. I'm going to do 75% cycle rate, right? It's not a cycle skip. And well, let's... And we see the greens go back. There's a flash of green there. How about we go back and just, go back to optimal. 1x native, right? Oh, we're supposed to go there, I think. Oops, sorry. Let's knock that over. Alright, seems not good. Alright, so I think I'll end this here today. Um, and what's the conclusion? Well, Scarface, the PAL version, the PS2 release, plays well on the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus. That is, if you're talking about the first 4 minutes of the first stage, right? Actually, it performs well the entire time you're inside the mansion, right? But after that, it's it's terrible, right? Oh, right. And if you try to put in uh, underclocking, right, in cycle rate and cycle skip, it breaks the graphics, right? We're gonna try it one more time. We're gonna go into OpenGL, and then we're gonna OpenGL, alright, and then we're gonna try the cycle skips, 60% and moderate. There, see, the cycle skips causes. Right, so if you're watching and is there anything I'm doing wrong? Well, tell me, right? What can we change? Uh, but yeah, it's not running well. So hopefully, even though at the end of the video we didn't get to make this game run smoothly, hopefully going through the settings, seeing how it changes the game, what the effects are, is helpful to you. So if you want to try your hand at a different PS2 game and you want to improve its performance in Ether SX2 on the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus, then the steps that I went through might be of some use, right? It's usually optimal, and then you apply underclocking in cycle rate and cycle skip. Then you try to play with hardware download mode and the audio syncs, and that's usually the flow there. Ah, terrible. Anyway, if you've got any other game requests, let me know and I'll add it to the list. For now, this is Al from thegaminggeek.net. Talk to you in the next video.